used to be, if you could just make a promise on when that package would be there and you could hit that promise, you were good. Now, even if you achieve that, things, Josh, you alluded to it, if notifications aren't there almost every step of the way, or you don't give a recipient the opportunity to maybe change an address, right in the middle of the process, you might still, catch the eye or catch the ear of that consumer. So talk a little bit about, maybe Josh, start with you, like consumer expectations. And when your current customers or you bring on a new customer, what expectation they're bringing to you from an analytics standpoint, from a notification standpoint on the journey of the parcel?
Yeah, so from our standpoint, I think one of the most important things that we hear about from our clients is the ability to self-service and to be able to make changes on the fly if needed. And so whether that's through their API, whether that's accessing a customer portal that will enable them to make those changes, having not only that transparency and that real-time information, but also the ability to make those changes. Sometimes they're very small. It could be an apartment change, addition or deletion. It could be, sending a package to, someone's, other residents, in a different state. It's those types of requests that come in and the ease at which you can make those changes that really creates a lot of differentiation amongst carriers. And so that's really what we focus on. And I think that, to your point, Dan, customers have more transparency today than they've ever had before. Sometimes you can, pull up your phone, you can see exactly where the driver is. And sometimes, they may need the ability to make a change on the fly when the driver is, approaching their house to deliver a package. And so how you do that, how you communicate that, I think is really important. How that is tracked, not only by the client, but, in some cases, folks like Jory and her team, I think could be a very big differentiator for the industry.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Jory, what are you seeing from an experience perspective? I think that's a word that gets thrown around a lot. You have the shipper's experience, maybe with their carriers and their interaction with the customer. And then you have the customer experience, whether, it's a notification or a heads up or some of those features that you come to expect. Josh, we talk about having that photo evidence of the delivery, proof of delivery has become so important to a lot of people.
Yeah, that end customer experience is really critical because it does impact their impression of your product, right? What does that end customer experience look like? And I think to Josh's point, being able to, for the customer to be able to self-service and make decisions based off of what their needs are at that moment is really important. The other area that we see for a lot of shippers is really being able to understand what are the factors that are impacting that experience. Being able to track different KPIs from point of order to the point of delivery helps the shipper to understand what issues are impacting that end customer experience. If the package is delayed to the customer, it could have been affected by the carrier, but the reality is that the warehouse may have been delayed in getting the shipment to the carrier in the first place.